Okay, and I am back. So this is going to be what, part 10. So treasure chest deck. Let me tell you something. I there's everything. I love creating everything and developing and all this stuff for the game. The treasure chest deck is the ultimate in risk and reward. And I'm going to tell you now, many people know this, I love tough, challenging games. I mean, one of my favorite games ever is Dungeon Quest, the 80s version, and the newer versions. But I truly love tough games. So, again, David Shear, the backing for the treasure chest, awesome, awesome art. The thing about the treasure chest is the ultimate in risk and reward, as I said, but you can find incredible treasure. You could find, rare artifacts and gold and loot, but there's also a lot of bad stuff here. So this right here, there was actually a promo poster I put up for this. This is, all I'm going to say is this is something bad that your heroes hopefully don't open this chest, and this is Minora's gift. And I'm not going to tell you what her gift is, but it's pretty terrible. But just know it's very balanced, and this is another thing that I love about Dungeon Crusade. It's very surprising. It's very random. You'll never see the same. There's 10 treasure chests in each of the dungeons when you play. You'll never see the same, treasure chest in the game. It'll always change for you, and that's what I love about it. And that's kind of something a little secret there. There could be some trapped treasure chests that have some long-term effects, but we'll bypass that for now. Encounter deck. And I've been very vocal about this one. Again, David Shear backing. And I want to set something straight about the encounter deck. I wrote at the start of this, way, way back, I love creative writing, especially these kind of situations. I wrote a little over 120 encounters for the game, and then I took 87 of those and formed the encounter deck. The cool thing is I worked with an awesome artist way back now named Cameron. Every encounter card has unique art, and it was just my goal to really immerse the player in the whole experience. And it would have been the easy way out was just to have text, but that wasn't what I was after to give to people with Dungeon Crusade. So you can plan on enjoying some really cool art for the encounter deck. But what I wanted to say is, sometimes when you play these games, encounters like, oh my god, I got to draw an encounter card, and it's going to be bad. In Dungeon Crusade, there's actually good stuff and there is bad stuff. So don't think that everything is going to be bad. There's actually some really cool and good stuff that will benefit and aid your heroes in an encounter deck. And the nice thing is that it always changes from game to game. And especially when you go back to the dungeon after Celebration Day, because you have to create a new encounter deck after the Celebration Day. So real quick, there are 4 different types of encounters. And yes, for the people, I'm not going to get yelled at. I blurred some stuff out not to give you spoilers. But like this has there's events which have a blue background. There is environments that have a green background. Red are challenges, and then interlude have this white background. And interlude cards, there's 10 of these. They throttle the deck, the encounter deck. So the thing is, you shuffle, you leave the 10 interlude cards out, and then you shuffle the rest of the encounter cards, and you randomly deal 30 out. You mix in 10 of the interlude cards for a deck of 40, and it just throttles the deck. So it's not like every single churn that you're doing. It gives the player some breathing room, and it works very, very nicely. So I'm touching on just real quickly, events, they could be good or bad. And the thing is that you're going to have to randomly select a hero, and it's very easy. You roll a d6. Whoever has that initiative token has to deal with that, drawing the encounter card. Dealing with the event, if that's what the event is. It's a very easy system. So this is part of the encounter phase. I meant to mention that. You have upkeep phase is the top of the turn, and then the encounter phase. And it's something that I know I always look forward to, because I'm always like wondering, okay, what's going to happen next? So environments here, if we zoom in on this one, environments stay in effect until another environment cancels them out, or something else, in quotes, cancels that out. So for instance, this one is a blood red moon has risen over the dungeon. It is the night of the undead. When combating monsters with the undead racial trait, and that's right here, it's on all the monster cards, These monsters receive a +3 to all warfare values while this environment is in effect. So undead monsters, if that environment is in effect, you could have a bad time with that because they could be quite powerful with that. So that's what environments are, and there's tons of different environments. These are the ones that I probably loved writing the most, challenges. And the nice thing is you can select the hero. See these symbols here? Quite simply, if the yellow, this is like an eye. If your hero is being tracked by a guardian, remember we talked about that in one of the videos. If your hero is being tracked by a guardian, they're ineligible. They can't participate in a challenge. And the sword with the red means if they're engaged, if they're adjacent to a monster and they're locked in combat, they cannot partake in a challenge. But like this one here, you get to select a hero, and the hero you chose has discovered 4 archaic coffins within a chamber. So you take 4d6 and you roll one at a time. And what it is those dice are like the coffins, like the hero's opening the coffin. And I blurred out what's inside of the coffins. There could be something good. There might be something really awesome. You'll have to see. And then the last is the interlude. So it's so you can see events, environments, challenges. There's something, always something to experience with that. And this is actually a piece I put together that's actually the girl here. It's part of an encounter, and you can see the classic spikes in the floor. So that's a little bit about that, and we're going to go on to mystery chambers. This is another cool mechanic that, and I've really kept this under wraps. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make this quick. There's every game, there's a chance 2 or 3 mystery chambers are going to show up in the dungeon. You simply have to go in, and this is that game mechanic that. Something I love is like, you ever play those games where you have to reach into a mug or a bag and pull something out to see what you got? That's what I wanted to accomplish with mystery chambers. You never know what's going to be in a mystery chamber, and yes, I have it blocked out so you can't see, but this is something really cool, and I'm going to leave it a mystery. So when you play, I don't know what you're going to find in mystery chambers. I forgot. That's what I'll plead that. I forgot what's in there. So, mystery chambers are in Dungeon Crusade. This is Freddy Lopez. Of course, I worked with him on all the heroes and monsters for the game, and he did many other things. This is one of his evil creations, the Archfiend, a level 3 elite champion monster. And I thought it went really nice right here, so I put this smoking hole. Kez actually gave me some assets for the treasure chest deck, and I used it for that. And the elite version is really bad if you run into that guy or thing. Celebration Day. This is when the heroes return to the village after they have completed a quest table. Remember we talked about quest tables? Well, when you complete a quest table, you go back for Celebration Day, and this is when the villagers welcome the heroes back. That for now they have vanquished the evil that's been plaguing their village, and they throw a grand celebration for the heroes, and they're going to give you a gift. And I had fun creating the Celebration Day gifts. I'm not going to say what it is. Some of them are going to be okay. Sometimes the villagers are going to be very happy with the heroes and give them a great gift. And it's a simple mechanic. There's a deck of cards. You draw one, and you see what they gave you. So that's a little bit about Celebration Day. And you can do many, many, many things on Celebration Day. Tons of different things. And I don't know if we're going to touch on that because it is a lot. David Shear, again, he created that. And we went over and over, I think, if I remember right, a lot of different designs for this. And finally, we came up with that one. And David, your art's incredible. Okay, you know what? We're going to have to go into part 11 here because there's some cool stuff coming up, and I want to share that with you. So hang tight, and I'm going to be right back with you.